Hello everybody, it has been a while. I am Anime Master 222 and welcome to another Sonic 1 hacking tutorial. All I can say is welcome back. It has been a long time and I hope I can only deliver with the continuation of the music side of hacking. Anyway, so I've been researching a little bit, trying to get myself back up to speed. Again, I'll just give you guys a heads up. If I do make some mistakes here and there, I do apologize. Like I said before, music isn't my strong point, but I'll try my best with the knowledge that I've picked up from other people and the knowledge that I've learnt, you know, from like other places like Sonic Retro and stuff, SSRG, things I've just sort of learned to pick up myself and stuff, bits and bobs. I'll try and explain things in an easier way, you know, with tips and tricks. This is going to be this first part anyway, which should probably be the third part of the whole tutorial. Again, it's going to be explaining SMPS a bit more and about, you know, about just like the songs and whatnot, like the pointers, the headers, the flags, a little bit of voices, not too much actual editing, but you know, just going over what I know just to kind of explain how it works, because I think it's better to understand how things work, so then if you go to want to edit a track, you know what you have a rough idea on what you need to do, what location you need to go to and whatnot. So yeah, and this is going to be applied for pretty much any of the games on the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. Obviously we don't have like information on all of these games like on the library. If you look on the Sonic Retro, you know, it's you know, I haven't got music locations for all this sort of stuff, but you never know if you've got the knowledge that oh, excuse me, throat's a bit stuck there. You know, if you can use your knowledge to find these locations, then, you know, then there you go, you can end up finding tracks that other people haven't yet because they haven't got the knowledge or whatnot. So I guess I'll try and explain. I've had a little bit of a cold on and off, but I've been recovering. I do actually have some drink, which will hopefully, I'm hoping anyway, it's supposed to clear my throat a bit, but there you go. So part 2 was mainly this, but I'm going to be touching up a little bit more on like headers and whatnot. This is going to be more useful for when we do porting. Kind of done tempo, pitch and volume really for the most part. Talk a little bit of voices. I'm going to do some drums, and I'll explain coordination flags, which should sort of be all in one. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets you know, split into 2 parts. And then obviously the next part will be probably the part that most people are interested in, is get to the porting. Now that we've got this knowledge, hopefully, assuming I've explained everything correctly. So yeah. Alrighty. Now, first thing I recommend is open up your hex editor. I've got one right here. You can name it whatever you want, but I'm just going to name it test for now. I've got the Sonic Retro Community Hacking Guide. If you need to know, again, just so I show you, let me go back. If you need to know the X, just go to Sonic Retro, go to Sonic Community Hacking Guide here, scroll down to Sonic Music Hacking Guide, and then choose whatever topic you want. I'm on pointers and headers at the moment. Okay. So I figured what might be easier, and again I can thank Marky Jester because this is how he taught me. I knew some of this stuff, but the way he did it was again, it's somewhat related to that tutorial that I believe I linked in like the previous videos, where he basically is creating his own song as a test, and we're going to do something similar, but we're using the disassembly. So that's why we've got a blank file here. Now, the first thing we need to note, if we trying to think, is it in this? Yeah, it's here. Is our headers at the beginning. Like I always say, at the beginning we have our main header that, like, I guess plays the song as the voice table pointer. So you have the first 2 points, just like the main music header, and that can be, whatever location you're going for. It normally leads to the end, so you have this, and then you have all the other voices. But this goes to like near the end of the file, so you'll have whatever's there, sort of thing. The next is obviously your channels and your DSC channel for your your voices and your PSGs for 2 and 3. The next one really is kind of like your tempo really, at least for Sonic 1 anyway. You got Sonic 2 and 3 equivalent here. It's actually updated the last time I've looked at this. That's interesting. But yes, just having a quick gander actually myself. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to try and refer things to like letters to kind of be like, okay, this is this will equal this will equal this, and hopefully that this will this will do it. And also you got DSC headers as well, in your FM channel headers and all that jazz. Alright, anyway, so okay. Alright, so we got nothing here. Let's put 0, 0, 0. Let's put 0, 0. And then I think I'm going to have to do it like this, aren't I? Okay, quick edit right there. Kind of screwed up there, never mind. Right, I'm just trying to see if I couldn't find a quick shortcut for that. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We'll work around it. So yeah, right. So we got 0, 0. Need to make another string. Let me do that again. Okay. So I'm going to put header as FF. That's what I'll do. Well, actually, no. Let's not do that. I'll name it ZZ. ZZ? Oh, no, I can't. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay. It doesn't matter. I'll just name it FF. That's fine. Insert. FF. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little note here. Just put voice. Oop, I can't type. No! Come on. Alright. Voice table. 201. Okay. And the next one will be AA. Why not? FM channels. 02. Oop, 03. So these are the bytes. Remember, one of these is a bit. 2 bits are a byte. Okay? And this both of them together would be like a word. Like a word byte. So there you go. Alright? 2 bytes like that. So let's do this again. Let's insert. And we can put AA. Well, not like that, but let me just do that. There we go. I'm going to save it for now. Okay. That's fine. Now, next, we have to do the tempo. BB, BB. Again, I keep doing this wrong, but never mind. It'll work itself out. So let's do that. BB, BB equals tempo. There you go. Keep it short. Well, that's byte 4 to byte 5. Okay. Okay. Now I believe, if I remember correctly, it's the drums, isn't it? Let me just double check. But I believe after that it is the drums. 6. Yeah. Alright, so I thought it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. C, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. C. That's what I'll do. CC equals the DAC. Bytes 06 to 07. Oop. Okay, cool. We are indeed getting somewhere. Right, now I believe after this, I think there's like a... Does it go straight to the voices? And then, it's like a pause, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah, so there's a pause so we can have like blank there. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Yeah. So we'll have we'll just have 0, 0, 0, 0. I know it's going to do that. It's fine. Okay. Minimize that. So we'll just put 0, 0. It's just blank for now. Just put 8 to 09. We're not going to do anything with that anyway, so really it's going to be permanently blank. That's fine. Alright. And then we can add the FM channels. I'm not sure if I'm going to represent all the FM channels the same way. Should I or should I? Yeah, okay. I think that's what I'll do. So we start off like this. Oop. OB. Which would be, it's A and B, aka 10 and 11, but that's in hex, so I'm doing it in hex. Figured it makes sense since it is actually hex, but I guess I could just put this equals 10 and 11. This would be 10 and 11, I suppose, but it's actually, you know, like it is the 10th and 11th byte, but in hex it's A and B, so, you know, just so people don't get confusing, because if someone says a 10 in hex, right, that doesn't mean, that it's 10, you know. If someone says, what would A bytes in hex be normal, like in normal, would be 10. Do you see what I mean? What would 10 be in hex? It's 17 actually, I believe. Yes, because there's 16, so it goes to 0 to F. So 0, 1, 2, yeah, so I believe it's 17 actually. So yeah, just so there's a bit of confusion. So I'm going to refer to the FM channels. FM voice headers. That's just one though. That's just one, so you know, be aware of that. Next one is going to be E, and this is really the volume and pitch. Volume pitch. These come after the header, after the voice header. Oops. And the pitch, I believe, normally goes up in 12, and that's hex again. OC is 12 in the the actual numbers, so they normally go up. Like if you want it higher or if you want it lower, you decrease it or increase it. I believe you to get like a higher pitch sound, you increase it, and if you want a lower pitch, you decrease it, which makes sense if I remember correctly. Okay, alrighty, and we're gonna need to do this for like everything we do. So let's open up. I'm just using Green Hill Zone as a comparison here. So we got, this is the location for the first voice, right? Then you've got pitch, and volume. Okay, and then we do this again. Location, pitch, pitch and volume. See how that's F4 because that's decreased. So like I said, it goes by OC bytes. So if I remember correctly, it would be like minus 24 from 0. Because it'd be 12. It's 12 bytes. 12 bytes subtract. And this is like even more. So you know. And there's 5 channels, so you do this 5 times. So is that not? It bugs me that it you know insert string, but I wanted to insert after it, not before it. What could you do? I guess. You know what? I'm just gonna insert a bunch. There you go. Go nuts. I'm probably gonna need more than that, but that's okay. That's fine. Okay. Don't worry, we'll change these at some point, but not yet. We will, but not yet. Okay. Right. Okay, lovely. So this is gonna be DD. So do DD, DD. And we'll have a location for it, but we're not really worried about it. This is mainly just an example to explain how it's laid out, and then we're actually going to do something with it, with the drums actually, just for a test. So yeah, I figured it might be easier to explain it like this, on how it's laid out, you know, where the locations are and whatnot. So I just couldn't tell you like how to create your own voices and stuff. I couldn't tell you that, unfortunately. I don't know myself, so you know. I'd assume it'd be a bit more complicated stuff, you know. Right. Okay. Right. Yes. So let me do this. Remember correctly. So that should be. So I'm going to do this again. D T D D E E E E. DD, DD. I'll just put here for an example 5 channels. You don't have to have 5 channels, but normally you want to, you know, if you want to make the song, if you want to make use of the channels and make the song, you know, pretty, you know, as good as it can be, you know, using what we've got here. So we'll do that. So 5 channels, and they're all going to be represented DD. So the EEs are all the volumes, and the DDs are all the channels. You can change this so every channel can be something different, but I'm just going to refer it to like this so it's easier. So I know they're all FM channels. So you've got, you know, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2. Gonna need some more. That's track data pointer. So basically the header, where it's going to play that PSG. So it's like, okay, here we go, boom, you know, this is the location of where the PSG would with the sound. And just a note, PSG is like it's basically the best way I could describe it myself. It doesn't mean it's completely accurate, but this is how I describe it. It's basically a tone. It's a sound tone. You can't change the instrument, but you can change the way that it's played, if you know what I mean. Like imagine you want the note to be like a whole note. So imagine like you're playing on the keyboard, your piano, and you press your finger on a keyboard and you hold it down so the sound plays longer. You know, you could have it like that, or you might want it where it's just immediate, so you just press the key and it just play the sound immediately. You can do that. You can change it so it has different sounds like that, but it will always sound the same. Like imagine if it was an actual piano sound. You can't change the instrument so it's a guitar sound. You can do that with voices, you can't do it with PSG. So remember that. So it's good. So it's like I say, it's basically just like a one sound tone thing, but you can change it. and change the way it's played. This is the best way I guess I can describe it. So you know, that's the location. Then this is should be exactly the same. You know, you've got your voice location. Yeah, that says default PSG tone. But if you look up, I think, yeah, there's a table. If you look up, you can see, okay, if I change this, this will sound like this. This will sound like this. This will sound like this. You know. So that's cool. And I will touch up on that when we actually do MIDIs and we use the program for the XM and whatnot, because you know, there's some programs that actually do that for you, so you can just adjust the things and you can test and be like, okay, do I want it like this, do I want it like that? So that's cool. Yeah, so it's got a few like extra bytes. I don't really touch them too much, to be honest. You know, you might want to touch obviously this, so you can change the way the tone is played, but I don't like touch the other stuff really. Yeah, so I'll probably leave it. I'll probably leave it as blank. I reckon it will probably just be like 0 0 0 0 0 0 or whatever. So yeah. But other than that, you've got the track volumes. So let's do that. Oh, no, let's not do that. Okay, so it's insert. And what have I got the PSG for? I haven't named it yet, have I? No. So let's do the PSG. The PSG will be. My PSG will be, well, I can't, I'm running out of letters because it only goes up to F, so I will put it as 1 1. 1 1, that's all 1 1. So let's do PSG, okay, PSG or PSG tone. And that would start, I'm trying to think, where does it start? That would start, assuming you're using 5 channels, this would start, let me think, E, F, should be 1E, 1F, with where it initially starts. For the first one anyway. And then the volume, should I have the volume differently? Yeah, so just so we know, it's like, okay, this is the PSG volume. There you go, and the pitch. Beautiful pitch, and that would start bytes 20 to 21. Yeah, I'm sorry this is taking too long. But this is the best way I can, you know, I just thought, you know, I'll take my time, try and slow things down and explain things in the simplest way so I can refer to things, you know. But if you're sticking with me, you know, hang in there. You know, if you just want to say move on to the next one, by the time I guess if I've actually you know, uploaded another part by the time I've done it, then feel free. But I do think this is beneficial, assuming I explain things very well. This will help you, you know, have a better understanding of how it works. So okay, right. So let's insert 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2, and we have these others, but I'm not going to use them. So look. Yeah, I'm not going to really edit most of these anyway, but it's just an example. So 2222 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Yeah, I guess that should be alright. Yeah. Yeah, that should be alright. Yeah. Also to note, the PSG is normally like, the volume is like really low, so it's like a 2 or a 1. I'm not actually 100% sure. I think it might be like a priority thing. So yeah, it's just normally that by default. It's probably like most likely the PSG is going to be the dominant sound. Depends if it's like a lead, I guess, or something, whatever you want. But I mean, you can obviously decrease it, make it quieter or whatnot. But that, you know, it's set up differently than blah, 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 than it is in the for the voices. So just to keep an eye on that, you know. Don't need to go to like OF and then it's like non-existent. You can't hear it, and you're like, huh, what? Yeah, it's a bit weird. So yeah, it's a bit different. It works differently. So, right. Again, if you want more details on this, again, probably best to just ask. Maybe, you know, if you're just curious, maybe ask at SSRG if you have a question about music. Someone will be able to tell you a bit more details on this. Like I say, I don't really have the knowledge, so I can't go into too much details. But hopefully, you get the gist of things, you know. That's fine. I'll leave it like that. It's fine. Okay. Right. Righty. So yeah, that's the first one, and then we got 3 more. So in theory, if I remember correctly, we literally just do the same thing. Yeah, we literally just do the same thing. So minimize that. Right. So insert. Bam. Insert. Bam. Okay. And there we are. Cool. We've got all of our locations. They're not really going anywhere, but they're just there, you know. They're just there. We've got our locations. We finally got there. It took me a decade, but you know. I guess that's what I get for somebody who don't really know what he's talking about. And that's it. Now this initially would be our location of our first voice. Initially. So it would be like, I guess I could put EF there to start off. Again, voices, I can't really tell too much about it, but I know they normally start off with EF. So, you know, you can, let's say, you can look at a different, you can look at a sound to get like a reference or whatnot. There is a voice, there's like talking about the voice on this, so if you want to have a look at that, then feel free to get ahead, or go ahead, I should say. Alrighty then, we need locations. We need to put some stuff. Well, not just put some stuff, but you know, we need like things. we need things to happen. So actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just there must be a quicker way to do this, surely. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Right, so we made a bunch. So FF table, let's see. What do I want? Where do I want to put this? I guess we'll put it as C6. So that's where I'm gonna put it. So we'd put 00 C6. No, not like that. 00 C6. There we go. Okay, why is that like that? Hold on. If you see any skips, it's just me editing because I'm faffling about trying to sort this out. Okay. FFFF. I thought I deleted this. Delete. Okay. Whatever. There you go. Right. 0, 0, 0, C6. That's all I want. Save. Okay. So let's change this to 0, 0, C6. That's now what FF is, so. Alright. Now, this would become, it would be like this. It would be 0603 if you're using all the channels. But we're not going to do that because all we're going to do is use the DAC, which is actually the first channel. So that would be actually 01. Not what I wanted. Don't know why you did that. 0100. Like so. Alright. So it's just one channel. Now we got this. This could be a bunch of things, I guess. Common ones are like 0103, sometimes 02. So basically right here, guys, I accidentally muted my mic, so I'm actually commenting over the footage, over the small bit of footage. There's not too much left, honestly. I also apologise if this part is really long. Normally I split it, but it's just actually kind of easier not to, so I do apologise that this is really long. I tried cutting out, I already cut out about 8 minutes, so it would have been about 40 minutes long, and it's now 31, but I honestly don't think I could cut any more out unless I just split the video in two. So this will most likely, I mean, this will probably take a while to upload, but to summarize what I'm doing here, basically what I was talking about the tempo, which is after the FM channel setup, you know, 0603. So that would be the 4th and 5th bytes, and what you commonly do is normally do like 0103, or you can do like 0203, slower, faster. You can do 0104, 0102. Don't go any lower than that. That's just for that, and then I'm pretty much explaining about after that we go to bytes, I believe it's 9 and A, or it might be A and B for the first FM channel, and we could just put like a random thing, like you can put this goes to, I don't know, 30, and you can put 0030. You don't have to. We're not really doing anything with it at the moment. The next time we'll be doing the drums anyway, so you don't really have to worry about it. It's the drums location. So in the drums location, I think it's like 70 something or C something, like C7 or something. So you'll see in the next episode, but basically I'll show you the location of where I've put it, which is the drums, which is basically byte 6 and 7. And then we'll go to that location, and then the next time we'll actually do some drums. We'll actually have some fun next episode. At least I think it's kind of fun messing around with doing drums and stuff. That's pretty much it, really. Other than that, there's nothing else to really note that, you know, worth really saying right now. So all I could say is, guys, sorry that I muted my mic, but I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys where we actually edit the drums.